Would you like to have $1 million in your TSP account whenever you retire? In this video, I'm going to show you one thing, and literally one thing only, that you need to do in order to have $1 million in your thrift savings plan as soon as you retire, coming up. Hey everybody, welcome to the What If I Invested YouTube channel. I'm Donnie Gardner, the co-founder. Now, if you want to learn more about long-term investing, definitely consider subscribing to this YouTube channel just so you can get the latest from us. Okay, in today's video, I thought it'd be very interesting to go over what it would take to actually become a millionaire in your thrift savings plan. I remember daydreaming in AIT whenever we had our first financial course, and they were talking about what if you invested in your thrift savings plan whenever you were private, and then you stayed 20 years and how much money you would have as soon as you hit the 20-year mark. And I thought it was remarkable. And it's all about the power of compound interest. And here recently I got to thinking, like, what would you do, or what would you not have to do? Like, how lazy would you have to be in order to make $1 million in your TSP by the time you retire at age 60? Well, I've ran the numbers, and once again, full disclosure, you want to assess your own financial situation, go talk to a financial advisor. This is just some numbers that I ran, so this isn't me giving you advice to go act on, but it's pretty interesting what I found out. So now I'm going to walk you through the one thing that you need to do as soon as you join the military if you'd like to retire with $1 million in your TSP at age 60. So let's jump into the computer. Literally, the one thing you need to do is switch from a life cycle fund. Now, if you join after October of 2020, these are the funds you're automatically put into, are the life cycle funds. You need to switch that to, based on the numbers that I ran, to the C fund. And the reason why is because we're literally trying to be millionaires at the time we retire at age 60. And if you choose one of these life cycle funds, they're going to put you in a more conservative investment as you get older. The C fund here, over the last 10 years, it's averaged 13% as far as its rate of return. And you can see its benchmark is the S&P 500. So it's very similar to owning the S&P 500 within your TSP. So all you need to do is switch from those life cycle funds to the C fund. And the way I did my numbers here, if you did nothing, and I mean like literally no promotion in the military, this is based on E1 pay in 2020. And the way this would work out is if you chose the C fund, I did 10%. Remember, the 10-year average is 13%, but we're just going to do 10% for simple math. So the chances of you hitting this, it would actually be higher because you're obviously going to get promotions, which is going to give you pay increases, which means you're going to be putting more money into your TSP. So once again, for the simple math, so we had a private. Right now, their pay as a private, just their base pay, $1,602.30. If they're contributing 5%, that's $80.11, and the government will then match 5%. Remember, you get the 1% automatically, then you get the next 3% dollar for dollar, then you get the next 2% at 50 cents on the dollar. So a total of 5%, so 10% this private is contributing, $160.22 a month. Now, if you go ahead and stay in the military for 20 years at 10% rate of return, you're going to end up with $115,997.15. Now, at this point, all you've done was you're just contributing the 5%, which as long as you enlisted after October, the government's already doing that for you. So all you had to do was get into your TSP and switch from those life cycle funds to the C fund. And now you served your 20 years, you never got a promotion, which would be nearly impossible, and you served your 20 years, you get out of the military, you leave your money in the TSP, you don't even take it out, you just leave it in there, and it's still in the C fund. Then 22 years later, when you're 60 years old, at that same 10%, contributing nothing, you would have $944,000. Super close to $1 million. Now, of course, you're going to get promotions. Of course, you're going to get pay raises. And even if you're a private that served 20 years, obviously, if we look at the pay of a private 20 years ago, which would be back in 2000, they're going to give you inflation increases. So literally, if you did this one thing by switching from those life cycle funds to the C fund, you could be a TSP millionaire by the time you retire at age 60. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking like, why would I want to wait till age 60 to retire? I want to get there faster. Now, keep in mind, there are stipulations with your thrift savings plan. You cannot withdraw these funds without a penalty until the age of 59 and a half. So if you don't want a penalty, you're going to have to wait till the age of 59 and a half, or in this case, age 60, which you should have roughly a cool million in there. And that is how you can be a TSP millionaire from basically doing absolutely nothing. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Question of the day, what other videos would you like to see here on this YouTube channel? Put in the comments below because I'd love to see what you guys come up with. And once again, if you're interested in long-term investing, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel just so you can get the latest from us. And be sure to check out one of our latest videos here or one of our other videos here.